Hey everybody, welcome back. First day of vacation, I did pretty much nothing, and I'm fine with that. I finished watching the Mandalorian. That's a good show. Um, First Star Wars shows that kind of made me want to watch Star Wars again. So that was good. Um, just hung out with the dog mostly. Couple walks. We laid out in the sun. Well, I sat in the sun and she sat in the shade. Just chilled. So pretty good. So anyway, hope you're all having a good week so far. Mine started out epic. Did nothing. Great first vacation day. Staycation, I guess. 'Cause can't really go anywhere yet. But I needed a week off. So I took a week. Which brought me to my next list thing that I'm doing here just for fun. It's been really hot the last couple days. But the nights are kind of still a little chilly. So I kind of wanted to bring you 10 cheap, good compliment getting underrated summer bangers. You know, um, a lot of these you might not think are summer scents, but they really are. Um, we'll get into it when I talk about them, but yeah. And I remember, guys, as I say with every list, my list, yours can be completely the same or different. It's okay. We're allowed to have difference of opinions. I might even put one on here I don't really like, but it's gotten me weirdly quite a few compliments when I wore it off and on for the last little while. So I was like, I'll include it. I don't like it, but I'll include it because it's not really what I like. It's more about compliments. Mochaccino. It's just some coffee with hot chocolate mix in it, but it's good. Could use a touch of sugar. I don't put a lot of sugar in stuff, but could use a slight touch. But anyway, looks good though. Yummy. All right, let's hit my first one. I wanted to include one. Most of these are going to be, I'm not going to say most of these I haven't heard about, but they either don't get a lot of play online. Nobody really talks about them. And they're all really good too. And I don't know why. So anyway, my first one is going to be a Zero Pour Home Lou. This ain't going to be big reviews again, like most of my lists. Just a couple notes and quick thought of what I think of them. It's kind of like a citrus barbershop fougere. Honestly, it's a summertime fougere barbershop. A lot of citruses off the top. You get yuzu, lemon, grapefruit. I get mostly the yuzu. The base is, the mid is that powdery, clean lavender you get in a Zero Pour Homme. And the musk, it's a light musk. Really does smell like they took a Zero Pour Homme and just freshened it up a lot with citruses and cleaned up the musk a bit. Took out some of the heavier notes, the patchoulis and whatnot, cleaned them up. Bang. Performance, it's okay. It's 6-7 hours. It checks pretty good. Again, not a review though. So, boom. First one, a Zero Pour Homme Blue. Oh, these are cheap too. These are all, I spent all under $30 for these, with the exception of one, and I'll talk about it when I get there. One of them on here was only $5. So, and that's a really nice one too. But anyway, I'll talk about that when I get to it. Next one is Gianfranco Ferlumo. 2016, classified as a fresh Oriental, so it's kind of like Orientals usually consider them a fall, wintertime scents, which this could be worn then too. More of an all-year scent, but it's a fresher version, a fresher take on them. You get a lot of ginger and cardamom and bergamot off the top, a hint of pepper, and then it dries into this sweet, light sweet vanilla. Performance, again, okay, a few hours, 5, 6 hours. I can't remember. I wasn't going to wear them all for days. So, might be longer than that, but from what I remember, this is all going to be off the top of my head, guys. So, a lot of these I haven't worn in a while. Enough really to get full longevity and stuff, but it projected pretty good and lasted a few hours. So, one that would be better suited for, I really wouldn't wear it in the hot summer days, but where we get cooler nights around here, cooler summer nights, is perfect for that. Number 3 is the one that I bought for $4, actually, not even $5. $4. That was almost $5 with tax, but I was surprised. Victorinox Snow Power. It is literally just, it was 2010, woody aromatic, grapefruit, vetiver, and cedar are the only notes I could find. And it's pretty much what I get is light citrus off the top for a few minutes, then it's vetiver. Clean, soapy vetiver. And the citrus. Cedar comes into play way into the life of the scent. But it's mostly just a vetiver bomb. Soapy, clean. Gets compared to Terre de Mez. I can see the similarities. Terre de Mez is obviously a lot better in terms of quality, but not bad. I got it for $4. Projection, pretty good for a couple hours. Lasts 7 or 8 hours. It's got more of a classy vibe to it with being vetiver it would. Great for rainy days. I don't know why, but some scents just scream rainy days, warm, rainy days. This one does. Ugly ass bottle. What are you going to take it with you? You've got a carabiner. Ugly ass bottle, and I broke this already. It's kind of back. I got it kind of back because that's how you open it. It's got like a plastic thing, and you turn it. See, I kind of broke it. It comes back down. But yeah, other than the bottle, a really nice scent. Aquatic. There's a couple aquatics here, of course, because it's summer. This one is the Trussardi. A way for him. Get a lot of lemon off the top. There's C notes, vanilla. It's really a different take on an aquatic. It's an aquatic. It's got an aquatic vibe, obviously. But it's this sweeter aquatic. With the vanilla, and it's got some. I'm gonna say either some cedar and or vetiver in there. It's just a different aquatic. It's best I can describe. It doesn't smell melony, Doesn't smell overly sea salty, cucumber. It has none of that in it. But it's an aquatic. It's a fresh, lightly sweet citrus aquatic. The dry down's really nice on it. Pretty much becomes a light vanilla skin scent after a few hours. This one I got pretty good performance out of. Again, not great. 5 or 6 hours. Projected for about an hour. But for an aquatic, I really like that bottle. I don't know why, I just do. Yeah. Let me flip the paper over so I know where I'm at here. Okay. I think the oldest one in the list, Oscar for men. 99. Oh, geez, I don't know why, but I love this. It always reminds me of green around here. This is more of a late summer scent into early fall, but you still could wear it in the high heat. It's just dial it back a little bit. I get a lot of pepper off the top of this. A lot of fir, nutmeg. There's some clove in there, and then balsam fir. It is green. Not an aquatic by any stretch of the word, but not overly. It's just a nice, fresh green scent. When you get the fir, and people think fir and pine, and it's going to smell like polo. No, it doesn't smell like polo at all. It's this fresh, sharp, peppery green scent. It's very nice. Very nice. Next on the list is one I just reviewed, I believe, was the Guest Night. Just reviewed it, 2013, classified as a woody fragrance. Kind of a date night type of scent for the summer. It's got pepper and vetiver, and I definitely pick up cardamom. They're not listing it in there, but I still pick it up. And the vanilla as a base and a slight boozy feel to it. It's really nice. Performance, average, 5-6 hours. Projects for an hour, hour and a half. I don't even think projected that long, actually. I can't remember now. I just wore it last week, think I'd remember, but yeah, probably only about a half hour, if I remember right. Decent projection. Projects a little bit longer, but not much. But still, type of scent that it is, a date night scent. Very nice for that. Nice date night. Pitchy, wearing it like at a pub that, I don't know where you guys are from, but we have a boardwalk here with a lot of pubs and restaurants on it. And people sit out there all night and have a couple drinks and talk and laugh, listen to live music. Perfect for that kind of a date scenario. Great for that, actually. Next is an English Laundry. Not what you're thinking, though. I know people are going to think London or Riviera or Tahitian waters. No, I went with something a little more classy. Signature. 2010. Gets compared to Le Male. I can see why, because it's got that powdery feel to it, lavender. But it's not really, there's not really any sweetness to this one like Le Male. It's kind of like if you took Le Male and took the vanilla away and replaced it with a more vetiver, musky vetiver base. It's kind of what you get. Classy, good for, it's a powdery musky scent, basically. Powdery lavender musky scent. A light scent, not as heavy as Le Male. Good for a dress up in the summertime, like if you've got a wedding, a summer wedding, or God forbid a summer funeral, or anywhere where you really got to wear a collared shirt. This is perfect for it. Won't overpower anything, but it'll still smell really good. If I remember right, the performance was pretty good on this one. English Laundry, hit or miss. I remember I got about 5 or 6 hours out of this one. Projected pretty good for about an hour. Nothing beast, but okay. Just a nice scent to wear somewhere if you got to dress up. Nice summer tie scent. Here's the one that cost more than $30. Like, I got it for $69 or $59. I can't remember. And I think it's discontinued now, so it might even be more than that. I'm sorry if it is. Again, I apologize, but I just wanted to include it because I've actually worn it a few times in the last month or so when the weather's been getting warmer, and I'm actually liking it. And it gets a whole shit ton of hate on like Fragrantica and Facebook groups and stuff, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Its performance is pretty much the weakest out of all of these. That's saying something because it's most expensive, but it's L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. Cologne Bleu. Classified as an aromatic aquatic. C notes off the top. C notes of cardamom. That's what I get off the top. There is some citrus in there. It's got a sandalwood type of vibe at the base. Light sandalwood. Cardamom always gives me a bit of a tea vibe. And I get this one, and it's got a slight sweetness to it. Not vanilla. Probably amber. But it smells great. Problem is, let's be real, only lasts about 3 hours. And maybe projects for about half of an hour at most. Pretty good for that half hour, half a foot or so out there, but I haven't worn it in the heat of the dead summer yet. It might pick up an extra hour or two and project a little further. But I mean, I just love the smell. But I get why it gets a lot of hate. That price, you want something that's going to last more than 3 hours. But I still kind of got to recommend it because I like it more than Loam, which could have made this list. I mean, well, no, because it's well known, but as a summer scent, Loam is nice, but I like that better. Don't crucify me. Nail me to that cross, guys. Next one I hear a few people talk about every now and then. It gets a little hype for a couple of weeks, then goes away for a few months, and somebody posts a picture of it or something that gets hyped for a couple more weeks and it goes away. It's one of them type of scents. Cool Water Wave. Davidoff's version of Invictus Aqua, really. I like it a little better than Invictus Aqua. It's not quite as bubblegummy sweet. It's still got that sweetness. That bubblegum sweetness, but it's not as in your face. You get another one, C notes, grapefruit. It's a sweet, clean patchouli that's giving it the sweetness, I believe. Maybe a touch of amber. Some aldehydes in there because it's kind of sharp. Projects really well. Projects for a couple hours. Almost beast. Last 7-8 hours. If you like Invictus Aqua and you can't afford it, or you don't want to afford it, or you just want a slightly different take on it for $20, Cool Water Wave. The last one is the one I'm going to include that I don't like. I just don't. But the last few times I've worn it, I've gotten a few compliments on it. So, and good compliments too, which is really freaking me out. It's like, man, is my nose broken? I don't like this shit at all. It's Burberry Weekend. It's not a bad scent. I don't want to sit here and say like, oh, it's gross. It smells like bug spray. Like, not even so much bug spray, but you know the candles you light to keep the mosquitoes away, the citronal candles? That's what this smells like to me. I'm not even joking. Like, that's what it smells like to me. And you expect it because it is literally classified as 90 to 97 and classified as a citrus fragrance. That's its classification. Pretty much every note in it's citrus. I wrote them down because I couldn't believe it. Not every note, but a lot of them. Lemon, pineapple, grapefruit, bergamot, orange, then some melon and some honey. So it's got a slight sweetness to it with the honey, earthy sweetness. But it smells like if you really like the citronal candle, and I guess a lot of people do, and I do too, just not as a cologne. There you go. There you go. Smell like a mosquito candle. But I can't deny its compliment factor. It really does get compliments, so maybe I'm wrong. Well, I know I'm wrong if... I can't be wrong if I don't like it. But we all like what we like. So anyway, that was it, guys. Just 10 kind of cheap with the exception of one. I should say cheap. I don't like that word. Inexpensive with the exception of one. Fragrances. I got every one of these at some point in time at Shoppers Drug Mart for under $30. What can you do? That's where I got them. Except for the $4 one. I got it at the dollar store. The Swiss Army one. It's probably my favorite out of all of them. Except for maybe this. And this. And this. I guess it would be my fifth favorite because I still like this better too. The blue. I don't know if you can see them. Oscar. But I mean, yeah, so that's my list, guys. Just some cheap summer bangers for you because I know you motherfuckers like when I bring you cheap shit. You guys are always about the cheap stuff, which is cool because so am I. I mean, who doesn't like to smell good and not spend a whole shit ton of money? You go on a nice, you can wear something like this and go on a date and have more money left over to spend on your gal. Or if the date's not going so well, more money to spend on booze. All right, guys. I'll be back. Quick talk. Haven't had a talk in a while. I'm just going to have a talk. I'm going to have a break first, though. These videos, I know it seems like it just took a couple hours for me to decide what to do. A few hours, actually. Half the day. Even longer, because I've been thinking about it for a couple days, but really sat down half the day smelling 30, 40, 50 different fragrances, trying to pick out which ones are. And I could have picked out a shit ton, but I wanted to keep it like one per house type deal. I mean, for example, I could have included Cool Water Intense by Davidoff, fucking couple of Azzaro, Chrome Flankers by Azzaro, them other two English laundries that I mentioned here. I could have thrown Loam in here if I wanted, but it's talked about. I mean, just so much. So it takes a few hours. I want to have a break. All right, guys, I'll be back, though. Peace, love, be good to each other.